Cheering to your health, saying bless you or Gesundheit after someone sneezes, and sending someone a get well card at times of illness are commonplace phrases to wish someone health and wellness. But what if you took it a step further? Take some inspiration from medieval Islamic medical practitioners and artists next time a loved one is sick, and try dropping off the soup in a bowl that says, "May the soup in this bowl tear your head cold asunder," and maybe that will work quicker than your usual "hope you feel better tomorrow." We are going to be discussing medieval Islamic practices of medicine and magic through inscribed metal bowls. Let's do a quick clarification on a definition before we get too into it. What do I mean when I say magic? We are going to be viewing magic as an expression of folk belief. What is folk belief? I think it's easier to give a quick example. Many of us know about the expression and act of knocking on wood to not jinx something. We don't learn this behavior through formal education, but from the people around us, usually through word of mouth. In the case of magic, the word superstition is what many people would describe things like throwing spilt salt over your left shoulder or holding your breath while passing a graveyard. The word superstition usually has a negative connotation and is used to demean a person or group. The term folk belief is more neutral in understanding of why and how communities build and circulate folk belief. Magic is an expression of this belief. What we are observing with these bowls is considered folk because while there are textual sources for linguistic symbols used in magic and some bowls have Quranic verses, they are used as a function to the bowl that is informal. We're also going to quickly touch on medieval Islamic medicine since these bowls intersect many fields. Medieval Islamic scholars made amazing contributions to the study and practice of medicine, such as the discovery of pulmonary circulation. Their Bemeristan hospitals were extremely well organized and functioned as public healthcare as well as creating an environment of learning, allowing previous understandings and capabilities of surgery to greatly improve, including higher success rates. Still don't time travel for that torn ACL though. Medieval Islamic medicine is also credited with the birth of modern pharmacy with their advancements in drug development and organization. Now that we've got that background, bring in the bowls. Here's our first bowl, dating back to around mid-12th century in Syria. This bowl was made for Nur al-Din Mahmud ibn Zangi, founder of the Nuri Hospital in Damascus. And what a wonderful bowl this person had. Whether it was an initial property of the bowl or due to its age, the teal inscriptions against the deep brown of the metal are stunning. The inscription reads, "This blessed cup is for every poison, in it have been gathered proven uses, and these are for the sting of the serpent, scorpion, and fever, for a woman in labor, the abdominal pain of a horse caused by eating earth, and for the bites of a rabid dog. For abdominal pain and colic, for migraine and throbbing pain, for hepatic and splenic fever, for increasing strength, for stopping hemorrhage, for chest pain, for the eye and vision, for driving out spirits, for releasing the bewitched, and for all diseases and afflictions. If one drinks water or oil or milk from it, they will be cured by the help of God Almighty." Really needed to add in that last all diseases and afflictions, since they could only fit almost everything that could ever happen onto the bowl. This bowl is great at embodying how all these spinning plates of medicine, art, and folk belief can be balanced on an object. Moving on to our second example, we have a bowl made in the 13th century, possibly dedicated to Al-Malik al-Muiz Izz al-Dunya wa al-Din Aibak, the Mamluk Sultan of Egypt. If we bring back the first bowl for a moment, they are extremely similar. So much so, I was convinced that they were the same bowl for a moment and thought I was going crazy. This is not only because their designs are so close, but because the inscriptions are essentially the exact same with some slight differing translational decisions. This is interesting because while these bowls are folk objects, this could be evidence of a standard design and phrasing. Whoa! Seems our third bowl is a bit eager for the spotlight. Made in the 14th century in Syria or Egypt, this bowl has aged wonderfully with the green of the metal adding to that mystical air about it. Let's take a closer look at the inscriptions. Here we see something called a magic square. As described in Amulets and Talismans, medieval Islamic amulets, talismans, and magic, a magic square is a square grid in which specific numbers are arranged so that each column, row, and diagonal adds up to the same number. These don't appear to be Arabic numbers, and I'm not knowledgeable enough to make conjectures about the script. But in Amulets and Talismans, medieval Islamic amulets, talismans, and magic, there is extensive research about different symbolic script utilized for magical purposes. It's not entirely out of the question that the inscriptions could be something in that vein. This has been just a brief little peek at these fascinating objects, and there is still so much to learn about medieval Islamic medicine, art, and folkways. I hope we are all leaving with a bit more curiosity than we might have approached with. I, for one, am excited to see further studies of the intersections between medicine and art in all sorts of cultures and time periods. There are always new things to learn and discover. In fact, in 2023, an excavation of the Hasankeyf Mound in southeastern Turkey led to the unearthing of a medicine ball. According to Zekai Erdal, Associate Professor of Art History at Mardin Artuklu University, prior to this discovery, there were only 22 of these medieval Islamic metal healing bowls found, this new bowl bringing the count to 23. Thanks for exploring this with me, and stay curious.